And I'm afraid, I've got to say this, the kids are copping it very unfair in this age. In this world age, kids are copping it, they're copping it from all angles. And they're being given the right to see things they really shouldn't be seeing.
So a lot of things on social media, and that's where, you know, kids are learning these days a lot of stuff on social media, but why not go to the person that's next to you that's growing you up? Talk to them.
So the youth are looking at like, oh, it's just a normal thing. So we can see it on TV, it's happening all the time, and like, we can do it as well. It's just a normal thing for them now. If they see it, or what you see, what you do.
I think the influence of drugs and alcohol, the access to pornography, and just not being aware.
They're not listening as much to the elderly these days, and I think they're doing their own things at the moment.
We're losing that history from our elders, and we're not sitting down and appreciating and taking the time to listen to them.
I think it's breakdown of relationships. Relationships in families, relationships between senior people.
Yeah, you can see, you know, in Indigenous communities now how young people speak, how they talk, act, dress. It's very much influenced from media, you know, TV shows, music videos, magazines, and they act and they mimic that. And if there isn't that, you know, someone telling them information that that's you know, that's not the way that we do it here, or if someone doesn't counter that and sort of give them information or knowledge based around traditional values at home, well obviously that young person's gonna take that on board, and that's gonna form, you know, that young person's values and beliefs and practice.
You got to look at it from two angles, from the youth angle, and then from us adults too, you know. I mean, who would have taught them to be ashamed? You know what I mean? They didn't teach themselves to be ashamed, but probably us adults, we teach them. So maybe part of the responsibility would be with us adults in building up confidence for them youth to approach us. Us as adults being approachable about those topics. Maybe breaking some stigma within ourselves, within our own way of thinking, so then we can feel free to share that information.
I am anyway, as a community leader and elder. I'm strong like my grandmother was, because she was like me, but she never speak English. And I'd like to use her English, you know, her language, and the new language, English, to teach little ones now, you know, these young people.
We need the older generation to be stepping up a little bit. You know, we need to be talking about it a whole lot more freely. And once again, we're scared of what we don't know. So if we have more community members, or the older community members, actually wanting to source information and be just that little bit more willing to talk about it, hopefully things are, you know, going to get a whole lot better.
You have to sort of evolve with what's going on. You have to keep a finger on the pulse, you know, with the issues that are going on.
And I suppose when you're young and you're so inquisitive, the first thing you want to do is explore, I suppose. But no one's telling you or guiding you on, or even giving you the approval to say, well, that's normal, but you should be considering this and this and this, you know, stuff like that. Like simple kind of, I think it's basic communication, but it's not that common, I suppose.
And a lot of the old people have just got, they're not, you know, really, they're not familiarised with today's, you know, youth, what they're going through and stuff like that. So that's why you need the younger men, you know, to step up and start, you know, taking that responsibility in the community and just making them be approachable making them, you're not being accountable as well for a lot of our young ones out there.
It is important for young people to speak to adults, not just their mates, because their mates may be their age. You want to speak to adults because adults do have experience, you know, they've been there, they've done that. They want to give you the easier option, the shortcut through things, not the hard way around.
I think it's the time for myself and just like other young teenagers out here that are leaders are, you know, to step up and to show them, you know, what we're all about.
I think my dream for young people in my community is for them to have a place that they can go comfortably and talk to someone and be able to start that conversation, or just for them to have the confidence to be able to go and talk to someone if they needed to.
It's I suppose educating our young people that it's okay to ask, you know, and it's okay to ask different people.
Well, like I think us adults have to take some or most of that responsibility from when they're young, but are really young, in building that bridge. Or that's what I reckon anyway.
Leave parents with the message. It would be, and kids, put your technology down, talk to your kids, talk to your parents. It's going to be amazing what you could learn, and enjoy it. Have a joke, have a laugh. Open doors for a lot of other things.